It's to be expected when unbelievers balk at biblical beliefs or principles, but it blows my mind how so many self-proclaimed Christians get up in arms when somebody lays out God's intended order of things as defined by the Bible. This graphic clearly shows what God's standard is for the family unit. You've got Jesus at the top, of course. He's the head of all things, the head of all people, and everyone else is to follow his leadership. Then you've got the husband. The husband's role is to be the leader, provider, and protector of the family. Now, that does not mean that the woman cannot also lead, provide, and protect alongside the husband. She absolutely can, and she should. But what it does mean is that if the family's not being led, provided for, and protected, that is the husband's responsibility to do something about it. He does not get to abdicate that responsibility to his wife. Unfortunately, there are a lot of circumstances where the woman is forced to be the only leader, provider, and protector of the family because the man, the husband, the father has not stepped up to fill his responsibilities. The woman's responsibility, the wife's, the mother's responsibility is to nurture and care for and comfort and teach. Now, that does not mean that the husband can't also comfort and nurture and teach. He can, he should, he absolutely should do those things. But he should do it alongside his wife. What that means is if the family is not, if the children in particular are not being comforted and nurtured and taught, that is the wife's responsibility to do something about it. She does not get to abdicate that responsibility. Now, what I'm talking about here is the difference between authority and responsibility. Just like in any organization in the world or any group, the family is to operate like this, right? Just because somebody has the responsibility to make sure something is getting done does not mean they have to be the only one to do it. And within a family unit, both the man and the woman, the husband and the wife, the father and the mother, both have the authority to do everything that is necessary to properly care for the family, but they also both have individual roles and responsibilities and things that they're supposed to make sure happen within that family. Now, you don't have to like that. You don't even have to agree with it, but it is what God tells us in the Bible. You can read it for yourself. You go to the book of Ephesians, you read 1 Peter, 1 Corinthians, the book of Colossians. This stuff is clearly laid out. So there's no question about what God's intended standard is for the family unit. The only question is whether or not you're willing to be obedient to God, even if you disagree with him.